This is the history of India. Now let's be real, this is a complex subject with thousands of years of history to cover. So I've done my best to make this a nice introduction to India's past. And for those who want more information, further reading is always available. The story of India begins around the Indus River Valley, where we find the Indus Valley civilization. This civilization is considered to be one of the oldest in the world, emerging around 3300 BCE and lasting until 1300 BCE. It had advanced cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, sophisticated urban planning, and a well-developed system of writing. However, we do not know how this civilization fell because we haven't been able to decipher their writing system yet. Then, we have a bit of a gap in Indian history. We don't have much information about what happened in the region between 1300 BC and 600 BC. This is known as the Vedic period or the Age of the Vedas, which are a collection of religious texts that were passed down orally during this time. These texts contain hymns, rituals, and philosophical ideas that greatly influenced Indian culture and society. The Aryans are believed to have migrated into the northern part of the Indian subcontinent around this time, and they brought with them their language, religion, and culture. Now, the exact origins of the Aryans are still debated among historians, and there are different theories regarding their migration and arrival in India. Some scholars believe they came from Central Asia, while others think they emerged within the Indian subcontinent itself. After the Vedic period, we enter the period known as the Mahajanapadas, which lasted from 600 BC to 322 BC. During this time, India saw the rise of powerful kingdoms such as the Magadha Empire. These kingdoms were characterized by a growing population, urbanization, and the emergence of large armies. The concept of zero and the decimal system was also developed during this period by Indian mathematicians. In 322 BC, Chandragupta Maurya established the Maurya Empire, marking the beginning of the Mauryan Empire. Under the rule of Ashoka the Great, the empire reached its peak. The Mauryan Empire is remembered for its efficient administration, the promotion of Buddhism, and the establishment of the first unified empire in India. After the Mauryans, we had the Shunga Empire, then the Kushan Empire, all the way through the Gupta Empire, which is often referred to as India's Golden Age due to its advancements in art, science, literature, and trade. Famous rulers like Chandragupta II and Samudragupta contributed to the empire's prosperity. Towards the end of the Gupta Empire, India began to experience foreign invasions. The White Huns caused significant disruption, and eventually the empire collapsed. During this period, we also see the rise of new religious movements such as Jainism and Buddhism. Jainism, founded by Mahavira, emphasized nonviolence, asceticism, and the pursuit of spiritual liberation. Buddhism, which originated with Siddhartha Gautama, known as the Buddha, taught the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path to overcome suffering. Both religions had a profound impact on Indian philosophy and society. After the fall of the Guptas, several regional kingdoms rose to power. In the south, the Cholas established a maritime empire, while in the north, the Rajputs and Pratiharas dominated. The Bhakti movement was a significant development during this time. It was a devotional movement in Hinduism that emphasized personal devotion to a particular deity. The Bhakti movement led to the construction of numerous temples and the spread of regional languages and dialects. In the 12th century, Muhammad Ghori, a ruler from present-day Afghanistan, began the Muslim conquest of India. He was defeated by the Hindu warrior Queen Rani Padmavati at the Battle of Delhi in 1191. But Muhammad would go on to defeat and conquer the Chahamana king in 1192, establishing the first Muslim dynasty in India, the Slave dynasty. Over the next few centuries, various dynasties ruled over different parts of India, including the Khalji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, and Sayyid dynasty. During this time, important centers of learning like the Nalanda University flourished and attracted students from all over Asia. In 1498, Vasco da Gama arrived in India, marking the beginning of European colonialism in India. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to establish a significant presence in India, followed by the British and the Dutch. The French also had some colonies in India, but not nearly as much as the British. Eventually, the British East India Company gained dominance, and its territory became known as British India. The company exploited India's resources and people, leading to widespread poverty and discontent. In the mid-19th century, the Sepoy Mutiny broke out as a major rebellion against the British rule. Although it was suppressed, the mutiny highlighted the growing opposition to British rule. By the late 19th century, there was a rising movement for Indian nationalism, and the Indian subcontinent became a battleground for rival colonial powers. In 1905, Lord Curzon, Viceroy of India, partitioned Bengal, which caused massive unrest and protests. The partition was seen as an attempt to weaken the Indian nationalist movement by dividing the Hindu-majority Bengal province into East Bengal and West Bengal. As resentment against British rule continued to grow, so did the call for independence. Leaders like Mahatma Gandhi emerged advocating for nonviolent resistance against the British. The Indian National Congress, or INC, played a pivotal role in this movement. As World War II began, the INC demanded full independence for India. However, the British government rejected these demands and instead offered limited self-rule. This led to a mass movement called the Quit India movement in 1942, but it was met with imprisonment and suppression. Finally, after years of struggle, India gained independence on August 15, 1947. Unfortunately, this independence came at a great cost. The British Empire split the subcontinent into two separate and independent nations, India and Pakistan. This partition resulted in mass migrations of Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs across the newly drawn borders. Millions of people were displaced, and there was widespread violence and loss of life. Those who fled to India from Pakistan became known as refugees. As India gained independence, it faced the task of nation-building. Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India, and he led the country towards becoming a democratic republic. The Indian Constitution was adopted in 1950, establishing India as a secular state with a commitment to social justice and equality. During the Cold War era, India played an important role by establishing the non-aligned movement. This movement represented a group of countries that chose not to align with either the Western Bloc or the Soviet Bloc. India advocated for peaceful coexistence and promoted disarmament. In 1948, the Indian Army was sent to Kashmir to prevent a Pakistani invasion. This conflict led to the first of several wars between India and Pakistan, the last war being the war in Kargil in 1999. India has also had a long-standing border dispute with China. The Sino-Indian War took place in 1962, resulting in a Chinese victory and the occupation of Indian territory. Following the death of Mahatma Gandhi, his followers faced challenges in maintaining peace and harmony among different religious communities. Communal violence continued to occur, which raised concerns about the country's future. Indira Gandhi, India's Prime Minister from 1966 to 1977, and again from 1980 until her assassination in 1984, played a significant role in shaping India's policies. She nationalized banks, implemented land reforms, and launched the Green Revolution to increase agricultural production. However, her policies also led to economic issues and growing religious tensions, culminating in Operation Blue Star in 1984. A military operation at the Golden Temple to remove armed Sikh militants. This event and subsequent anti-Sikh riots sparked a movement for Sikh separatism in Punjab. India continued to face security threats from neighboring countries as well as internal insurgencies. In 1999, the Kargil War with Pakistan demonstrated India's military capabilities and resolve. The Indian economy experienced significant growth during this period, transforming India into one of the largest economies in the world. In the 21st century, India emerged as a major player on the global stage. Its booming economy, technological advancements, and growing influence made it a prominent voice in international affairs. India's commitment to democracy, secularism, and peaceful coexistence remained steadfast. Today, India continues to face various challenges, including poverty, inequality, and religious tensions. However, its vibrant democracy, rich cultural heritage, and potential for growth make it a country to watch in the years to come. So that is a brief overview of Indian history from ancient times to the present day. I hope you found this video informative. If you want to learn more about any of the topics covered in this video, further research and reading can be done. You can also check out the links in the description below for additional resources. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and check out these other videos next.